Seeing high 80s and low 80s and a couple 70s down in the northern portion of the Trans-Pecos. Temperatures tomorrow could see a chance of seeing 90s. That's right, 69 degrees tonight, 63 in the morning, then 81 in clear skies by noon. Very strong winds too. We'll start Local 2 News right now.
Prayers continue to pour in as a Midland police officer recovers in the hospital tonight after being hit by a drunk driver. Also, gun owners, listen up. The new gun law deadline just around the corner and sellers prepping for lots of changes. And shoppers, it's time to take advantage of the sales tax holiday that kicked off this weekend. You can stock up on any emergency equipment tax-free. All that and more coming up.
Live from Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring, we're Basin Trusted, Basin Proud. This is Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Tropea. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us for Local 2 News at 10. And we begin tonight with a Midland police officer recovering after he was hit by a drunk driver early this morning. Here is a picture of 24-year-old Xavier Ramon, who was responding to a call when he was T-boned near Annetta Drive. Police tell us the driver was treated, released, and arrested for driving while intoxicated. Now, Officer Ramon is at Midland Memorial Hospital tonight facing serious injuries. And Local 2's Lupi Zapata had the chance to speak with his family this evening. Let's take a listen to what his sister had to say.
We're just making him comfortable, but he's good. He has good spirits. He's very glad that everybody's come, and he's appreciative. And he wanted me to tell everybody thank you for coming, and he didn't expect so much family. We thank God every single minute that he's alive and that he's pulling through.
Now we're told Officer Ramon will have surgery to repair his broken jaw tomorrow, and he is currently on high dosages of pain medication, and just an outpouring of support from the community posted to our Facebook page today all day long for Officer Ramon and his family. Let's take a look here. The list of comments reaching out with prayers and support continue to grow, and we here at Local 2, of course, would like to say our thoughts and prayers are with Officer Ramon and his family tonight. New tonight at 10 is the deadline for new gun trust laws inches closer. Basin business is booming before July 13th. President Obama announced a series of executive actions aiming to reduce gun violence back in January. You'll remember a new ruling taking aim at gun suppressors and silencers will now make it a little bit harder to obtain one. Now, President Obama gave gun sellers and law enforcement 180 days to comply. And as that deadline of July 13th approaches, Local 2's Casey Jones checked in with sellers to see if the rules have changed.
109 days since it was first announced, and gun sellers tell me they're still waiting to hear solid guidelines for Obama's gun proposal. But while on the fence, many choosing to buy before the deadline, avoiding any new rules. More than 30,000 Americans die from gun violence every year, according to the White House. And President Obama hoping to reduce that number, announcing a series of actions changing the way people buy guns.
People I talk to about it, they're pretty bummed out. A lot of people are trying to get their paperwork in before the July 13th deadline, so they don't have to worry about it.
Danny Anderson, manager of SK Arms in Midland, tells me come July 13th, those wanting to buy a gun will have a few extra steps.
Instead of me mailing off your paperwork, I'll have to hand it to you. You'll be responsible for going to get fingerprints, going to get photos.
It's all a part of President Obama's plan to keep guns out of the wrong hands. The problem is, with less than 3 months before the change, gun sellers still waiting for clarity from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives.
ATF has given us an outline of what they're planning to do as far as the new regulations, but things still seem to be changing fairly regularly.
Anderson explains the looming deadline keeps business booming.
We can keep doing business as usual. We've just gotten a lot more business than usual.
Anderson seeing an increase in people buying gun suppressors, and there's dozens on waiting lists. I spoke with Midland County Sheriff Gary Painter, who tells me he has yet to hear from the ATF with instructions on how to enforce these changes come July 13th. In the newsroom, Casey Jones, Local 2 News.
And to hear thoughts from gun owners on the looming deadline, we did a story back in March on the hot topic. You can visit our website, yourbasin.com, and search gun silencers. Staying with the topic of guns tonight, in southern Ohio, police seeking answers in the brutal murders of 8 people, all family members. Meanwhile, a pastor who knows that family well says the community has no idea who would commit such a heinous act to people he describes as hardworking. Steve Nanez has the latest.
Large fears permeate throughout a small town. A search is underway in the Piketon area to find whoever gunned down 8 members of the Roden family. Their bodies were found in 4 different properties on Friday morning. Authorities Saturday released dramatic calls made to 911.
There's blood all over the courtroom. Grandson's in there, looks like they're dead. You think they're both dead? I think they're both dead. Looks like someone has beat the out of them.
CNN spoke with Pastor Phil Fulton, whose church was attended by some of the victims.
How can anyone take innocent lives so ruthless? It's just tragic.
The details police have shared about the crime are downright chilling. Most of the victims were shot as they lay in bed. One of the deceased died with her 4-day-old child laying beside her. That infant, one of 3 small children to survive the massacre. Police have warned other members of the Roden family to remain extremely vigilant. Officials read a short statement on their behalf Saturday.
The Roden family would like to thank everyone for all the outpouring of prayers and support for their family. They ask that you to continue to keep them in your prayers.
Pastor Fulton has been praying often as this tragedy leaves him without answers.
I've never had to deal with a situation like this. It's hard for me to really believe that something like this happens in our community.
I'm Steve Nanez reporting.
In your crime news tonight, a Basin educator arrested for injuring a child. According to court documents, Reagan ISD teacher Christy Helton hit a 14-year-old child repeatedly on the head with a cell phone. We are told the teen was not a student in the district. Reagan County Sheriff Jeff Garner tells us Helton is a special education teacher for Reagan County ISD. He also says the district currently speaking with their attorneys to decide their next course of action.
They're looking into it on their end as far as what they need to do legally because of the fact that she worked with children. This is a serious charge.
County plans to show the case to a grand jury in May, and of course we'll keep you updated as the case develops. Turning back over to the Tall City tonight, it's a global movement to make a change one diaper at a time. At the 6th annual Cloth Diaper Change, the idea to raise cloth diaper awareness around the globe. Organizers say there are lots of benefits to using cloth. Some of those include affordability and a way to help the environment.
The biggest one, I think, is affordability. Most parents spend $2,000 to $3,000 to cloth diaper someone or to disposable diaper from birth to potty training.
The goal is to introduce someone new to cloth diapers each year. And from cloth to customers supporting local entrepreneurs, the Spring Vendor Blender kicked off today. This first-time event organized to give small vendors the opportunity to show their products off in person rather than online.
It's easier to shop when it's in front of you than just online. A lot of the things are very customized or personalized. So it makes it easier, obviously, to do that in person and, to make sure that you see the quality of the product and the variety of the product.
More than 30 vendors sold their items at the event today, and organizers say they plan to have more vendor blenders in the near future. Pepe's Auto Body Shop lending a helping hand for a child burn victim, hosting a car wash fundraiser to help the family. 11-month-old Kairos burned after a bowl of soup fell on his legs. Now his family forced to travel to Lubbock for doctor's visits. His father, who recently lost his job, called Pepe's to scope out a mobile wash unit. That's when the shop stepped up and decided to host the car wash for Kairos.
Well, everybody knows Pepe's Body Shop. That's what we're really more than a body shop. We're here to help out the community. And once he told me that, I felt in my heart to do it.
And God works in mysterious ways, and He's helping us today, and I'm grateful for that, for everybody who came out, and even for all the prayers, because God's answering them all,
The fundraiser continues tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Pepe's Body Shop, located at 209 South Terrell Street. And from one fundraiser to another over in Odessa, cleaning cars for cash. The 12 and under Diamond Kings baseball team holding a car wash today, hoping to raise money to help with entry fees for tournaments and new uniforms. The team playing in 15 tournaments this season.
It means the world to them. They're having fun. They deserve it. They deserve it. I mean, they love the game of baseball. We love to coach them, and we just want to put the smile on their faces.
You can cheer the kiddos on at their next baseball tournament Saturday, April 30th in Andrews. And moving to water on roadways because of the storm system currently moving through Texas, Governor Greg Abbott recently passed a law allowing sales tax exemptions on emergency supplies. The sales tax holiday started today and ends Monday, April 25th at midnight. Some supplies exempt from the Texas sales tax include portable generators, batteries, and ladders. We spoke with shoppers taking advantage of the holiday.
I think with all of the flooding and all of this stuff that's going on down in Houston right now, I think it's pretty easy to see that you need to be prepared for an emergency.
We've been fortunate not to have the major catastrophes in our area, but yeah, I definitely think we should be taking advantage of this.
Governor Abbott's office says Texans are projected to save $1.4 million in state and local sales taxes during the holiday. And still to come here at 10, the checkered board laid out and the pieces lined up. Coming up, we have the details on an upcoming chess tournament. Straight ahead.
And in weather, we have a chance of seeing 90s Sunday and Monday with windy conditions. Then we'll start to see 80s for most of next week, and we'll have all this in weather next.
I'm Bob Mills, and for years I've been telling you about our exclusive Companions pricing. And it's so simple because you get everything you want, get it all together, and pay less. And here's a perfect example. This double reclining sofa, the reclining love seat, and matching recliner. Now that's 5 recliners, just $24.86. But you want it all. Add the $300 valued tables and the 55-inch HD TV free. And you've got it all, only at Bob Mills.
My buddies and I have been boiling crawfish for years. So when our winery decided to do a boil for a few hundred customers, I knew we had to go to H-E-B. We get everything at H-E-B, from the corn, potatoes, and shrimp, even the plates. And of course, 300 pounds of crawfish. So whether I'm boiling for a few friends or a few hundred, H-E-B is always on my invite list. This is the best live crawfish department at H-E-B. No store does more than my H-E-B.
At Kelly Grimsley Auto Group, we've done a lot of crazy things to sell you a vehicle.
We got several trunks to choose from with these slam dunk deals. Like this 2015 Nissan Altima, just $15,999 or no money down, $221 a month.
Even if your credit is less than perfect or you owe more on your trade than it's worth.
Like this 2014 Kia Forte, just $12,999 or no money down, $179 a month.
So call 1-877-KELLY Auto now. Start the new year in a new vehicle from Kelly Grimsley Auto Group.
Are you worried that pests are infesting your home? Are employees telling you there's an insect problem in your office? If you are ready to take a stand against unwelcomed critters, let the experts at Boydston Pest Control get the job done. For fast and reliable pest control, call us today.
All furniture for the new set is provided by Carter's.
Come three. Good, get out the bra. Hey, hold up, go.
Get mic'd up Tuesdays on Local 2 News at 10. Sponsored by Classic Honda of Midland. Now, your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
All right, welcome back. Ryan Martin joining us now to talk a little weather. Well, I hope all of you were able to get outside today and enjoy the weather. It was just absolutely beautiful. Ryan, is it going to stay that way?
We're going to see more of it, but we're going to be talking about 90-degree temperatures in the next couple of days. So that's a pretty good thing, right?
So we just have to get prepared. Lots of water, ice cold water, sunscreen.
And, yeah, especially sunscreen if you're me.
Yes, we know that, Ryan. Always make sure to lather up.
I burn so easily, can't help it. Let's start things off with the health index. Still seeing a high chance of tree pollen, or moderate, I should say. Moderate for tree pollen, mold, flu A and B viruses, but we're low for weeds, and this all is courtesy of Dr. John D. Bray. Now, looking at the almanac for today, we're above average for both our highs and our lows. High of 86 today and low of 56. Right now across the basin, very nice temperatures, especially here in Odessa, Midland. Seeing those temperatures in the 70s, right 70 degrees to be exact. Wind speeds very strong, though, 18 miles an hour. A decent amount of moisture in the air, 59%. But we're going to talk about the wind speeds because we do have red flag warnings in effect throughout most of the west. So make sure you stay safe and follow directions out there. And just to show you these winds, seeing 17 in Carlsbad, 20 in Hobbs. So pretty much throughout most of the northern and central basin, seeing those winds in the 15 to 20 mile an hour wind speed range, but pretty calm down to the south. Not too much to show there. Highest wind gust for today, 36 miles an hour for the Guadalupe Mountains, 39 in Hobbs, 33 in Wink. So even seeing 40 miles an hour in Fort Stockton. Now, these winds only going to continue. These warm temperatures and windy conditions, that's going to be the case for Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. So they're not going to go anywhere, and expect it to be pretty windy throughout the entire week. Now, in terms of humidity, you can see out to the west where we're seeing the red flag warnings and high winds. This is why there's a burn ban in effect, 34% for the humidity. But out to the west, or out to the east, a different story. Seeing Fort Stockton and Dryden, where they're seeing a little bit of rain on and off right there. They're getting a good amount of moisture in the air, but everywhere else not nearly as much humidity as them. And temperatures, we're seeing 70s in Carlsbad, but then I mean this is pretty nice. What can you say? I mean, when 60 degrees is the lowest temperature in your whole viewing area, you don't really have much to complain about, do you? I mean, come on, this is awesome. And we're just going to see even more warm temperatures, but even warmer tomorrow. Chance of seeing 90s in the late afternoon, and that's pretty much how it's going to be Sunday and Monday. Then we'll see some cooling after that, and those temperatures are going to get down into the 80s pretty much. Temperatures right now across 71 in Lubbock and then 68 in Amarillo. Hottest area in Texas right now, El Paso. That's the only place seeing 80s, though we're seeing some 80s down south of us. Now, Corpus Christi 73 degrees, 64 in Brownsville, 68 in Houston, 61 in Austin, and then seeing 69 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we're seeing some storms down to the south of us. We're getting a little bit of that in our viewing area, but not nearly as much as they're seeing down to the south. And we're pretty much going to be seeing clear skies all week long. A decent amount of clouds. We have a cold front moving through the area right now. That's giving us the heavy winds, not giving us any cold temperatures, but definitely giving us a lot of windy conditions. And now for your regional temperatures for tonight, it's going to be absolutely beautiful tonight, folks. Low 50s in the northern basin, and then going to see 80s tomorrow, high 80s, a chance of seeing 90s in Jow and Gale. But here in the central basin, that's where we're going to be seeing those 90s. High 50s and low 60s tonight. And then just look at that. Just the chance of seeing 90s just about everywhere except for Cope Ranch and Big Lake. But you can expect to see a chance of low 90s in the late afternoon tomorrow. And going to the Trans-Pecos for tonight, 50s, 61 in Fort Stockton, 62 in Dryden, and 62 in Sheffield. Ira and 61 as well. And then 90s tomorrow, just about everywhere except for Sheffield. So expected to be pretty hot in the Trans-Pecos tomorrow. And going into the mountains, Valentine and Marfa could get down into the 40s tonight, but Presidio and Brewster are going to stay in the 60s. And then tomorrow, you can expect Presidio and Brewster to get back up into the 90s. They've already touched that a couple times this past week. And then Marathon also could be seeing 90s tomorrow. And the 7-day forecast, it's going to be pretty hot. First time I'm bringing out that hot icon in a while. But then we're going to be back down into the high 70s or the high 80s the rest of the week. But Sunday, Monday, going to be scorching outside.
Well, that is just some great news, Rand. News that you can dance to. I think that's why I like coming to the Weather Center so much.
Yes, you were dancing during the entire weathercast, and
yes,
I should have said something.
You said get down in your weathercast over there, so I thought I would best of you. So there's just lots of room over here. So, and of course, like you said, nothing to complain about weather-wise. It's going to be a little hot Monday and Tuesday, but as long as you have the water.
Only thing to complain about is the dancing anchor while you're trying to, do the weather.
Oh, you love it. Stop it. Thanks, Ryan. And coming up, President Obama meets a special little prince in a white robe. We have all things royal coming up next.
Know of a community event or news story? Then contact us. You can call 432-563-4421. Email news@kmid.tv. Like us on Facebook at Local2News-KMID. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Local2News-KMID.
At Kelly Grimsley Auto Group, we've done a lot of crazy things to sell you a vehicle.
We got several trunks to choose from with these slam dunk deals. Like this 2015 Chevy Sonic, just $13,999 or no money down, $194 a month.
Even if your credit is less than perfect or you owe more on your trade than it's worth.
Like this 2012 Fiat 500, just $99.99 or no money down, $139 a month.
So call 1-877-KELLY Auto now. Start the new year in a new vehicle from Kelly Grimsley Auto Group.
Give me a chance while I'm in foster care. Speak up for my best interests in court.
Give me a chance. Be by my side during meetings with my social workers and lawyers so I don't get lost in the system. Give me a chance. Talk to my teacher so I can do well in school.
Become a court-appointed special advocate or CASA volunteer and be a powerful voice in court for children in the foster care system. Give a child a chance at becomeacasa.org.
Ready for a great low price on high-speed internet? Cable One is still the one for speed. Up to 100 megs, still just $35 a month. Call 855-808-2737. Enjoy ultimate streaming on multiple devices, like your TV, tablet, and smartphone, all at the same time. Get up to 100 megs, just $35 a month. Cable One is still the one for speed. Ready to switch? Call 855-808-2737 now.
The Rooms to Go store-wide mattress sale ends this Monday, so get ready to sleep better thanks to this special offer. Buy a king-size mattress set for the price of a queen set. That's a king for the price of a queen, starting at an amazing $699. Choose from 4 great brands, plus get great savings on mattresses throughout the store and special interest-free financing until 2021 on iComfort and Tempur-Pedic. Just remember, the Rooms to Go store-wide mattress sale ends Monday.
Your local weather authority, Horace Brown, weeknights on Local 2 News at 5. Basin trusted, Basin proud. You're watching Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Welcome back. Competitive chess will soon check into the Basin. Clubs from all over West Texas headed to Greenwood for regionals. In tonight's Your Basin Cares, hear why the reigning champion doesn't play to bring home the trophy, but he does attack to win.
With chess, there's like so many different pieces, and you have to know strategies and the moves. A lot of people just don't see the moves in time.
Chess player from the age of 5, Connor Garcia, part of the Midland Chess Club. The group meets every Monday night, practicing new ways to advance their pawns and bishops across the checkered board.
The queen can move anywhere. It's like the best piece. If you lose your queen, you really have to get up and ready again.
Garcia's chessmate and last year's regional champion Braden Huffman, working on different combinations. So come tournament time, he's ready to check his opponent's king.
Find a way how other people think on a board game.
Huffman says he enjoys the game because you're only as good as your last move.
You know, I think chess is a really, really good substitute for video games. It just helps your brain develop different things to help you in your future life.
He plans to continue with the mind sport, but not just for the trophy at the end.
Actually, I don't really think I deserve anything. It's just a game that I like playing. I like to compete.
Stephanie Sobek, Local 2 News.
Regionals coming up Saturday, May 7th at Greenwood Elementary, and each player gets 6 games with no elimination. Any student K through 12 from any West Texas county invited to compete. That information on our website, yourbasin.com. And Tara Talmadge joining us tonight. That chess story was really cute, but you know what? I really want to know about softball and baseball. You have anything for me tonight, Tara?
I think I can handle that. We got some baseball news, some
Also softball, great game today, definitely. So coming up next on your local 2 sports, Odessa College and Midland College battle to take over first place in the conference. Find out who came out on top when we come back.
Right now at Toyota of Midland, you can get 0% financing on a Camry or RAV4 for up to 60 months.
How about the best-selling car in America, the Toyota Camry for $299 a month, or pick you up a RAV4 for $299 a month.
Or save even more and get 0% financing on either one. Your choice of a Camry or RAV4 for up to 60 months.
They're all right here at Toyota of Midland. Come on in and pick your new car out today, or go to our website at toyotamidland.com, where our quality deals bring you in and our service brings you back.
Town and Country Health Mart Pharmacy is locally owned, and we have a personal commitment to the Odessa community. We're always adapting new pharmacy technologies and services to meet the needs of our customers. Upgrades and industry-leading dispensing and productivity enhancements have decreased customer wait times and improved overall medication safety. We specialize in compound prescriptions, administer immunizations in store, offer unit dose packaging for your ease of use, and much more. Town and Country Pharmacy is the pharmacy for you. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Here are the top 10 reasons to buy from Allen's Gallery. Best prices in West Texas. Affordable quality furniture. 12-month, no-interest financing. Free delivery within 100 miles. Over 50 major manufacturers. Unequaled customer service. The best selection. The fastest-growing La-Z-Boy comfort studio in the country. Buying power with 10 stores, and we treat you like family. Come see why we say, wow!
Your Local 2 Sports.
Welcome into your Local 2 Sports. I'm Tara Talmadge. After Friday, Midland College and Odessa College softball teams remain tied for first place in the conference, splitting a doubleheader. But today, one team took hold of that top spot. And it actually started raining, guys, during the game, but that did not slow any of these girls down. Top of the 7th, game tied at 6, and Roblin Cami hits it out center field, and the Lady Wranglers just can't decide what they want to do with the ball. Lady Shaps have a runner on 2nd and 3rd now. Danica Fariso up next for Midland, and Melina Martinez comes sliding into home plate, but Maria Jamison tags her out. Shortly after, though, Jamison again makes the final play of the game, catching the pop-up and first place in the conference. Final score in this one, the Lady Wranglers win 7-6. And over in Midland, the Shaps hosting New Mexico Junior College in a doubleheader, pitting the top 2 teams in the conference against each other. And Midland College hopes to maintain its 5-game lead in the standings. Both teams split Friday's doubleheader in Hobbs, but so everyone was expecting a good game today. Bottom of the 1st, bases loaded for Midland. Braden Hayward grounds it out right, and Connor Beck and Tony Beam run it in. Chaps 3-1. Good start early on by these guys. Next up, the runner on 1st and 2nd, Nolan Rate connects, but the Thunderbirds make the catch and throw to 1st for a very nice double play. Zach Sanders up now for New Mexico, going for 1st, but the ball is thrown too high, and Sanders makes a run for 2nd. He's going. Definitely a costly error by the Shaps, because up next is Jesse Beckton, and he gets a good hit off, and Sanders gets the run to make the score 5-3 Midland College, but the Shaps came out on top in the end, winning the game 12-3. And switching over to some hockey news, after earning their first berth in nearly 5 years in the playoffs, the Odessa Jackalopes season has come to an end. Wichita Falls defeated the Odessa Jackalopes 6-3 Friday night, finishing off the Jackalopes with a 3-game sweep in the NAHL South semifinals. It was the final Jackalopes game for a handful of players who will age out, and 3 other Jackalopes are scheduled to skate for the NCAA Division I programs in the fall, making for an emotional end to a great season for those guys. And from the ice to the court, Russell Westbrook and the Thunder are taking on the Mavs tonight. Definitely a good game. First quarter, Westbrook misses a shot, grabs his own rebound, and misses the dunk. But luckily, Serge Ibaka is there, and he cleans it up. Score 11-6 Thunder. Later in the first quarter, Mavs down 5. Dirk Nowitzki gets under Ibaka and gets the shot to fall, withdrawing the foul. Mavs close it to a 3-point lead there. Later in the first quarter, game tied. Westbrook misses the jumper, but again gets his own rebound, and this time makes the putback. Thunder go up by 2. In the end, they won 119-108, sadly for the Mavs, but they still have another chance. Thunder only leads the series 3-1 right now, so we still have a chance.
I'm really excited for the NBA Finals.
I'm so right here on ABC,
right
guys.
Here, you guys definitely have to tune in. I can't wait to see which two teams comes down to.
I know.
I'm also really sad to hear about the Jackalopes.
They had such a good season too, and I went to a couple of their practices. They're such great guys, and happy for their team. I mean, they made it pretty far, so that's good.
I know. Good job to you guys this season. I went to a couple games as well. They're always lots of fun.
They're fun. There's definitely some good times. So if you haven't gone next season, definitely make some plans to do that.
Yes, that'll be really fun. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Know of a community event or news story? Then contact us. You can call 432-563-4421. Email news@kmid.tv. Like us on Facebook at Local2News-KMID. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Local2News-KMID.
A good neighbor is more than an acquaintance. A good neighbor is more than a friend.
A good neighbor is welcoming and makes you feel like family.
Helpful, kind, caring, supportive. In an emergency, you can count on your neighbors.
Day or night, at Neighbors Emergency Center.
Your doctors.
Your neighbors.
The Peddler Show returns this weekend to the Midland County Horseshoe. Think mobile marketplace meets Main Street, talented artisans, designers, boutiques, and more. Admission is good all 3 days and parking is free. Bringing the Peddler Show experience to you this weekend in Midland.
So you couldn't find it. I'm talking about that over-the-top look you've always wanted for your bedroom. Well, it just arrived at Bob Mills. The richly upholstered queen bed, mirrored inserts, that's all 6 pieces, just beautiful quality. And with our exclusive Companions pricing, just $21.97. But what about the mattress? Our Wellness Series Queen Pillow Top set of $400 value free. How in the world can we do that? Ask your salesperson at Bob Mills.
Get your head in the clouds out at the 2016 Chicken Fried Steak Festival and Balloon Rally, hosted by the City of Lamesa. Take the family to new heights on a hot air balloon ride. Flash back in time with the classic car show. See some of West Texas' best team roping. Enjoy great live music and some of the best food and drinks in the basin. There's not enough time to describe all the fun you'll have, so come join the City of Lamesa for their Chicken Fried Steak Festival and Balloon Rally, April 29th through May 1st. With so much to do, the sky's the limit.
All right, one last look at your 7-day forecast. We got the hot icon out for Sunday and Monday because we have a chance of seeing temperatures in the 90s tomorrow and on Monday. Then Tuesday, going to see a little brief period of cooling back down into the high 80s, mid 80s for Wednesday, 86 on Thursday, 84 on Friday, then 82 on Saturday. But we do have a good chance of seeing a lot of clouds throughout the week.
All right, and President Obama's trip to England wasn't all business. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge treated him and the First Lady to dinner Friday night at their home in Kensington Palace. As you can see here, young Prince George was allowed to stay up past his bedtime to greet the President and First Lady. Hopefully, little Prince George pops up here on your screen sometime soon. He was dressed in a tiny, cute little white bathrobe and playing on his rocking horse. We're not seeing him. I saw the picture. It's adorable.
You should look it up.
Yeah, definitely. He's so cute.
Where is he? I want to see him.
I know. I'm so sorry, guys. He was supposed to be in the video.
There we go. There we go. They're gonna walk.
Hopefully,
they're gonna walk to find him. Maybe we'll find him.
Hopefully. Well, anyway, the idea: little Prince George meets President Obama in his cute white bathrobe. He was adorable. I saw the pictures on Twitter. You guys would have thought it was cute, as would you have. I'm so sorry that it didn't show up on there, but it was